I was having my morning coffee and it dawned on me that there is trouble in paradise. Now, I'm not an American, so obviously my point of view concerning Elon Musk and Donald Trump and the politics of the United States are neither here nor there. But I do have an opinion because the stuff affects us directly, especially us here in the UK, because we're pretty much one of the states of the United States at this point. Plus, of course, whatever happens in America eventually happens here. And of course, because I'm into cryptocurrencies and the fight of these two giants directly affects us. Now, it's important to remember that these guys are two of the most powerful men in the world. One would say the two most powerful men in the world and two of the richest men in the world. And basically, they've been working together now since the administration began. Some would say even before the administration began. And their collaboration started a kind of movement, both in politics and in crypto. Now, I don't really talk about politics, but I do talk about crypto. And I think that these two guys going at it with each other is going to have some effect on crypto, obviously. The first obvious one, I think it's going to affect the price of Doge. Now, even though Dogecoin itself doesn't have any affiliation, association, or relation to Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, but in the heart of mind of Doge holders, it does. It just does, even though it doesn't. And the link, of course, is Elon Musk. Elon Musk appeared to be some kind of fan of Doge, the coin, because he used to tweet about it, talk about it, appear to plan to do something about it. At some point, he completely abandoned it. And then since Donald Trump got there for his second term, the Department of Government Efficiency became a thing. I don't know if he was trolling or if, he did that on purpose to make it sound like Dogecoin. Who knows what's going on in Elon Musk's head? By the way, I've heard somewhere that Elon Musk is a high-functioning autistic person. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I haven't seen a diagnosis. Maybe it's just something that people say. But it does seem like he does some things that might appear irrational to many of us. Maybe he's just a, crazy scientist, genius guy, kind of Iron Man of our age. Who knows what's going on in his head? He's done some questionable things that's made even his own fans cringe a little bit. And his haters definitely go in a frenzy. Again, likewise, Donald Trump has done the same. His fans are always behind him no matter what. He's done some things that his fans also are not very pleased or proud of. But, they've looked at the so-called greater good and they've carried on supporting him. Now, you have these two guys at each other's throats at the moment. And I think we're just beginning because there's a lot of damage these guys can do. Already, I'm seeing fake news being pushed. Obviously, Elon Musk is in control of a lot of the media, social media, because he's the CEO of X. Remember, it was Elon Musk that reinstated Trump on X, giving him a little bit of a platform. And then, of course, you remember that Donald Trump has his own social media platform, Truth Social. It's not really anywhere near as popular or highly used as X. So the amount of information that can be disseminated through that medium isn't anywhere comparable. So you have someone who's the president of the United States, arguably the most powerful man in the world. And then you have someone who's the richest man in the world. Remember, these are two elephants that are going at each other. The best thing that we can do as retail traders and common people is not be the grass underneath the two elephants that are battling. Because when two elephants battle, it is the grass underneath, they say, that take all the damage. So it's best to disconnect ourselves from this sort of stuff, guard our emotions, make sure that we have our eyes on the ball. Whatever happens, these two guys are billionaires. They have all of the money in the world. They have the luxury of hitting each other where it hurts. To hell with what happens to the economy, to hell with what happens to your crypto. You, on the other hand, you're a retail holder of XRP or Bitcoin or even Doge, right? And you're just hoping that this stuff appreciates in price. You voted in people, if you're an American, that you believe would do the job. You've been supporting people that you believe want the best for you. But these people don't necessarily want the best for you. These are just politicians, people in power. Some of them are just puppets of other people who are other billionaires, conglomerates. You have BlackRock, you have the IMF, you have all these entities that are pulling the strings in the back. At the end of the day, what we can do is make sure that we're following what's going on, keep abreast of the situation, dollar cost average, and do our research and hope for the best, right? It's not worth getting into internet fights with people, picking a side, and going to war with people on Twitter and wasting hours a day talking nonsense on the internet, shouting at each other, knowing fully well that neither of these guys know you or pretty much give a damn about you or what your situation is. Because if they did give so much of a damn about you, why have they destroyed the economy? Why have they ruined everything? Why is everyone suddenly poorer than they were before? Why is there overspending, overprinting? Why are they doing all of these things that affect you and your family and affect your bottom line and your day-to-day life while they live in absolute opulence and in absolute luxury? Now, cryptocurrency came to us as a way to liberate the commoners, to liberate the masses, to give us a little bit of control on our own finances and give us some autonomy so we can up and go. So apart from Dogecoin that I've mentioned, obviously this is also going to affect Trump coins or any Trump related coins or any token that have to do or depend on the collaboration between Elon Musk and the White House. Okay, so obviously it's going to affect the Trump meme coins. It's going to affect any coin that is US based that was supposed to be working in this collaboration that Elon Musk was supposed to be a part of. Now, I don't think that XRP is going to suffer much from this, but I think if, the strategic Bitcoin reserve that was talked about and praised gets affected by this, then that's going to have an effect on everybody, including XRP. But again, I think the bigger picture is still there. The US dollar is still in trouble. We have terrible macros. And I think that people are still looking for a safe haven to take their money. And as you can see, the ETFs are inflowing crazily into BlackRock's iShares ETF and other ETFs, such that it's eclipsed the equivalent gold ETF. So people more likely are choosing Bitcoin. They see that it is nimble. They can up and go with it. It's more difficult to confiscate. You can change countries and just carry your Bitcoin in your brain or in a little device or on your phone or what have you. People are realizing that, and more people are becoming savvy. Organizations, countries, banks, everyone's becoming more and more savvy and cognizant of cryptocurrency. So I don't think that's going anywhere. There might be a slight delay now in some of the things that might have happened. I mean, someone who is extremely crypto friendly, being in charge of a platform like Twitter, has done a lot for crypto to promote positivity and, remove all of the blocks and censorship that we had around crypto prior to that. But I don't think that Elon Musk himself, just because he doesn't like Trump anymore, is suddenly anti-crypto. I think personally, he also will push the crypto agenda. And I think that he might even launch his own coin to compete directly with, say, a Trump coin or whatever. So I'll be keeping my eyes open for that, because if that were to happen, even though I'm not a big fan actually of Elon Musk, but if he were to release a meme coin, best believe that that's going to blow up in a crazy way. So if there was even a rumor of him doing a meme coin, I might take a look at that and throw a tiny amount into it, not financial advice, do your own research, and just sell when it does this 100x or whatever it is that it does, right? So basically, the whole point is keep your mind open, engage your brain, just disconnect from the emotions, understand that there's a lot of FUD going around, a lot of misinformation, disinformation, and a lot of people are taking advantage of this situation to release a lot of fake news. Just understand that what you're reading is not necessarily what's going on. Understand that AI has got to a place now that deepfakes are so good that you can watch a video of Elon Musk, of Donald Trump, of whomever, and that just might be AI. Just a couple of years ago, we had those deepfakes, ads that were going up on YouTube, Brad Garlinghouse and other CEOs saying that they were giving away crypto. Those were so convincing to some people. Obviously, if you know a lot about crypto, you can easily spot that it was a fake. But a lot of people in the masses fell for it. And there's a lot of people ripped off and lost a lot of money. But now, since then, AI has got so good that this video you're watching right now may be AI. Best believe it may be AI. AI has got that good. So remain cognizant that, the world has become really deceptive. And all you can do is, I don't know,